Manchester United 2, Spurs 2 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And I don't know. I do think it's 2 points dropped. It's 2 points dropped. There's positives and there's negative, but essentially it's 2 points dropped. And the reason why it is was because we led the game for so long, and the attacking prowess, the game management to go and get a second and to create more wasn't there. It wasn't there. And also the resilience and the composure to sit in and then not concede, which is very tough for us because we've been conceding goals, that also wasn't there as well. First half, look, I'm going to talk about it all in its entirety. First half, look, Spurs are a poor side. You know what I mean? Spurs are absolutely awful. I mean, you had to be here to feel it. Their fans are getting onto them. We were very comfortable in the game. We didn't control it, but we were never really in any trouble. Man United were never really in any trouble of really conceding in that first half. We were defending really well. Don't get me wrong, in the first half an hour, we struggled attacking-wise ourselves to try and get on the ball and make forward passes and make things happen. But you didn't feel as if Spurs were going to do anything. And that's how it transpired. Ahmad to Mbeumo, bang, goal. Great goal as well. Mbeumo's been so good for us. You know, when you talk about the curse of player of the month or anything like that, man's just gone, nah, forget that. He's straight back in, no problem. And Mbeumo's been an absolute game changer for us. He kept his performance level high throughout the game when, you know, others kind of dropped off. I feel like he also made it very clear. He's been making it very clear that he has a certain level to play at. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't come to mess about. He's got a certain level to play at, and he keeps it up. So I think it's been brilliant from Matheus Cunha. From Bryan Mbeumo, and he gets us 1-0 up. And then you're thinking, right, the energy's zapped out of here. Go on the front foot, go and score some more. But it didn't happen. First half, Sonny Lemons didn't have to make a save. Vicario, I know we scored a goal, but other than that, we didn't test him. You know, really low quality game between two teams. But what did I say at half time? I tweeted it. I said, second half is where our Achilles heel is. We saw what happened last week at Forest, where we short-circuited for 90 seconds. Now, that didn't happen, but the feeling of the game, you could see, you could feel it. Spurs were getting chances. They were better in the second half. Especially when they brought on Odegaard and brought on Udogie, and we just didn't respond to it. Now, Amorim made changes, and he had to make changes. Matheus Cunha was lucky to stay on the pitch as long as he did. I think Mazraoui did okay, but you're looking for a change there. But it just didn't help, did it? Casemiro started to tire. There was no control over the game, and it was Spurs that were in the ascendancy. But again, you got Donkey Richarlison up front, who we let score today, but we were doing a number on him. You had Brennan Johnson, rubbish on the wing. Like, everything was okay. You just defend properly. If you're not going to go and get a second, just defend properly. And I just can't excuse that second half. I was in the flash, in the mixer, doing some of the interviews with TalkSport and Ruben Amorim. It'll be on TalkSport's channels, of course. And he said it's 2 points dropped. He said we're nowhere near where we want to be. You know, there are positives, and he wants to focus on the positives. However, it is a negative that we've let that slip against a team like Spurs, who we just, what's it got to be to beat Spurs? What's it got to be? And these second half performances are worrying. Now, listen, in the grand scheme of things, we wake up tomorrow morning at Carrington, and the manager probably says, you know what, I'll take the point. It's a draw. We didn't lose. We're still unbeaten. And to find something out of nothing towards the end for Matheus Ligt, who I'll talk about him in a second, to find something from there, in the last seconds of the game when we're down to 10 men because we've used all the subs, you're up against it then. It's about fight or flight and trying to survive and get something out of it. So yes, on the grand scheme of things, I'm happy that, of course, we got a draw out of it, but the game management just wasn't there. And the impetus to be able to go and get a second to kill the game wasn't there. What did we create? What did we create today? You know, there was a half chance. Well, Mickey van der Ven motorboat flipping, comes back and takes the ball off of Sesco's toe, and then he does his knee from doing it. That's all we really created. I can't think of anything else that we created. I can't see it. Sonny Lemons, even before we conceded, they had a goal that was offside. They had two strikes, one from Paulina that he saved, which was a pretty good save. And the other one was Romero, which was straight at him. The writing was on the wall, you could feel it. And then the confidence starts dropping. Ahmad goes to right wing back when Cunha comes off and Mount comes on. That's fine, but then he found it difficult against Odegaard. Ugarte came on. He got absolutely ran past as well. So the control, there's still glaringly obvious things wrong with the team. We know that. This is why we don't get excited saying we're back and this, that and the other. There's still so much to fix. And Ruben Amorim knows that. And the players know it. The positive side, Matthijs de Ligt, I have to say, I thought he was excellent. I know for the Matthijs Tell goal, he maybe got turned a little bit and they took a deflection off him. But by and large, you know, he kept Richarlison quiet. I mean, Richarlison gets a lucky goal out of nothing because we don't get out to, I think it was Udogie who shot on his right foot. We didn't get out to him quick enough. It's just, again, it's just a shit goal to concede, which is so annoying. The goals we conceded are so soft. They're never really well-crafted goals from the other team or fantastic bit of play. It's usually us switching off or us being naive, and that's a big problem. You can't win football matches in the Premier League when you're as defensively naive as we are. Having said all of that, I did like Matthijs de Ligt's performance, and to get something at the end of the game like he did, when, let's be honest, if we would have lost the game, it would have been even worse than this, you know, having led the game for so long, to let Spurs back in the way that we did, to score basically where they basically thought they had the last kick of the game. This place erupts. And a team like Spurs who, let's be honest, not great. And there wasn't a lot between the two sides today. We keep dropping down to their level. Or maybe we are at a similar level. I think that's what it was. But we just possessed more firepower up front, and I wanted us to use that more. Matheus Cunha today, that was as bad as I've seen him play. He didn't want to pass. He wasn't getting on the ball. He wasn't holding up the ball well, kept losing possession. Really out of character, really out of sorts for Matheus Cunha today. And I think Mason Mount's unlucky to not come on before the 70th minute, because Matheus Cunha should have got taken off a lot earlier. He really wasn't playing well. Like I said, Ahmad, you know, gets the assist. Him and Mbeumo are special together. And Mbeumo, we're really lucky to have him, and it's brilliant to have him. But I just think there wasn't enough. You know, Bruno didn't have a good game as well. Gets the assist at the end from the corner, but not enough from him. Casemiro did okay in phases, because when the game was sort of quite a basic game, quite an easy game to manage, but as the game opened up, you know that Casemiro is going to struggle, and then we got the same midfield problems that we've had. So look, we know we need another transfer window to address those things. We know that that's an issue. We know that we have to work at it, but I'm just concerned at second halves. What's going on? Do you know what I mean? What's going on? So listen, I haven't even checked the table, but we come out of the international break. Was it Everton at home? You win that, you start to kind of go forth and multiply. So it's not the end of the world. We are, what, 4 games unbeaten now, 5 games unbeaten. How many games is that now? What is it? Sunderland, Liverpool, Brighton, Spurs, Forest. Yeah, 5 unbeaten. So that's a positive. That's a step in the right direction. However, there's still things wrong, guys. And I know we expect there to be things wrong. I know that there's a long way to go, but we've still got work to do, man. We've still got work to do. We're still not controlling games well enough. Midfield's a massive problem. And defensively, we keep conceding stupid goals. It doesn't matter whether it's Harry Maguire in there, or Yoro in there, or Luke Shaw, or Mazraoui, or Dalot, or Dorgu. We didn't even have the Dalot thing to be able to cuss him today and say how bad he's been playing, etc., etc. Dorgu did okay, but again, quality-wise and the top end, not there. Still so much to work on. But what was refreshing is, like I said, I spent some time with Ruben afterwards in one of his interviews, and to hear him basically say, we're nowhere near it. We're nowhere near where we want to be. You can see it. You can see it. So in my opinion, 2 points dropped. I am happy we got a point and we didn't lose, but that's 2 points dropped and wasteful again. That's what I'm saying. Let me know what you guys are saying. Smash the like on the video. I'm out of here, man. Peace.